Natural beauty of nature. What are the 4 oceans and 7 continents? The 4 oceans are the Pacific, Atlantic, Indian and Arctic, and the 7 continents are North America, South America, Africa, Asia, Antarctica, Europe and Australia. However, some geographers consider there to be 5 oceans and either 5 or 6 continents. Which of the 7 continents has the largest land area? Asia is the largest continent on Earth by size. What are the largest continents by land size? Out of all the continents, Europe, Africa, Asia, North America, South America, Australia and Antarctica, Asia is the largest, covering an area of 44,579,000 square kilometers, 17,212,048 square miles. 7 continents of the world. The Earth consists of 71% and 29% landmasses. These landmasses are further divided into continents. These are Asia, Africa, Europe, North America, South America, Oceania and Antarctica. Let's take a look at each of these continents and their countries. 1. Asia. It is the largest continent in the world both in terms of area and population. It comprises 48 nations and 60% of the world's population. Spanning over an area of 44,579,000 square kilometers, the continent borders the Pacific Ocean in the east, the Arctic Ocean in the north, the Indian Ocean in the south, and Europe to the west. The Ural Mountains separate it from Europe and the Sinai Peninsula and Red Sea separate it from Africa. The continent houses the world's highest mountain ranges, 2 most populous countries, among other superlatives. 2. Africa. It is the second largest continent in the world after Asia both by area and population. It comprises 54 countries and over 16% of the world's population. The continent is spread over an area of 30,370,000 square kilometers and is bounded on the west by the Atlantic Ocean, on the north by the Mediterranean Sea, on the east by the Red Sea and the Indian Ocean, and on the south by the Atlantic and Indian Oceans. All 3 latitudes, the equator, Tropic of Cancer, and Tropic of Capricorn pass through Africa. 3. North America. It is the 3rd largest continent on the Earth in terms of area and 4th largest in terms of population. It comprises 23 nations and is entirely located in the Northern Hemisphere. The continent extends over 24,709,000 square kilometers. And is bordered by the Arctic Ocean in the north, the Atlantic Ocean in the east, the Pacific Ocean in the west, and South America to the south. A very narrow strip Isthmus of Panama connects it with South America and the Bering Strait separates it from Asia. 4. South America. It is the 4th largest continent area-wise and the 5th most populous in the world. It consists of 12 nations and mostly lies in the southern hemisphere while a small portion of the continent lies in the western hemisphere. Spread over an area of 17,840,000, the continent is bordered by the Atlantic Ocean in the east, the Pacific Ocean in the west, the Southern Ocean in the south, and North America in the north. The continent is home to the Amazon rainforest, the lungs of Earth. 5. Antarctica. It is the 5th largest continent on Earth with no countries and permanent human habitation. However, the continent has permanent human settlements where scientists and support staff live on a rotational basis. Spanning over an area of 14,200,000 square kilometers, the continent is completely surrounded by the Southern Ocean. 6. Europe. It is the 6th largest continent in the world and the 3rd most populous in the world. Europe and Asia are sometimes called Eurasia as they are physically connected but are considered separate continents due to linguistic and cultural differences. Europe comprises 48 countries. The continent is bordered by the Arctic Ocean in the north, the Atlantic Ocean in the west, the Caspian Sea in the southeast, and the Mediterranean and Black Seas in the south. The Ural and Caucasus Mountains are the eastern boundary of Europe. 7. Australia. Australia is the smallest continent in the world and is the flattest and second driest after Antarctica. It is also the second least populated after Antarctica. It comprises 14 countries. Spread over 8,525,989 square kilometer, the region is also described as Oceania to differentiate it from a country by the same name. The place is a living laboratory. This is because when the continent started breaking away from Antarctica around 60 million years ago, it carried animals that developed into creatures unique to the region. My name is Kingsley. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to be notified whenever we post. You won't regret it.